Well, let me not have my hand on the microphone on my phone. Today we are going to do painting thing from a thrift store, and the item I have here is this cute little what I'm assuming is Raggedy Ann and Andy ceramic statue that I found. I got for $2. Now, if you know anything about me, it's that I have a twin sister, and we collect Raggedy Ann and Andy stuff. That's Discord going off on my computer. Shut up, please. And that's just a small little amount of all that we got. Some stuff up there. That's like the first stuff I ever got up there. And then if we turn around here and pardon the chaos of the mess, turn around here, we have more. So a whole bunch of stuff and all spread around, and there's some back there. None up there, but if you want to see that show. And there's some down here as well. And me and Katie collect a lot of these things. I clearly collect a ton of other stuff as well. But yeah. I also collect Barbies and just like stuff that I like. But yeah. I thought it would be super fun to do this for just like a more personal video. Something that isn't my characters, but I am interested in. And the reason why I pulled these dolls out specifically was because I didn't want to just come up with a random design for the clothes. I actually wanted to like stick to something that has been created. I thought maybe drawing me and Katie, or painting me and Katie as Raggedy Ann and Andy, because we both have that like cute AU of our characters. But I wanted to stay true to the collection as much as I could. So I think these is from the actual movie, but I think I'm going to go with these two, just I think plainly because I feel like the hair of this matches that like texture more. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. I hope you tag along. You might see some guinea pigs in the background. Their cage isn't normally like this. It's usually like out to here. But I don't know if you noticed, it takes up my whole floor. So I just moved it for a little bit so we could get some painting done, and they don't mind really. They don't even use the whole thing of the cage, so yeah, we're gonna be painting, and I hope you tag along for the whole process. Hi. Okay, if you haven't already seen intro Chrissy. Hi, I'm Chrissy. We're painting on this. That's what we're doing. I'll be honest, I can't remember at all what intro Chrissy said before I started painting in the first place, but we're painting this Raggedy Ann and Andy thing I got from the thrift store. It was $2. Pretty sure we already covered that. So let's jump right into me painting this. I'll be honest, this thing was pretty nasty. You might look at it like the first like couple seconds of it and be like, ew, why does it have dirt on it? I scrubbed that thing with a toothbrush for a while. It was pretty nasty. She was covered in nasty. All the nasty. I don't know why thrift stores just don't clean their items. Like a lot of times I go to thrift stores and they're just like dirty. I'm like, people would want to buy your items more if you clean them. Like at least a little bit. Like after a couple minutes, like it looked much better, but like there was still dirt on it. And I tried my best to get it all off. And I was just like, okay, your items can be crusty and musty, I guess. I still paid for it, so I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, of course, the painting process was blocking in all my colors and stuff. And, you know, the colors we were going to choose was primarily red and blue, because that's their color schemes, you know. God bless America, red and blue and white. Oh, that's funny. I did do a white base before I painted anything, because I feel like that's just a good practice to have when you're wanting to paint something, is to have a base down. It doesn't have to be white necessarily, but it is good to have that base if we want it clear and crisp. Now, thinking about this, I wasn't sure what I wanted to make the faces look kind of like. I was like, I'm gonna get to like painting the faces and it's going to look like my style at some point because it's me painting it, but I don't know how I was gonna do that. I wasn't really sure how everything was gonna look or go. Said this multiple times, I'm not a painter. I wish I was. I wish I had the patience to be a painter. I will say at the end of this, like at the end of it when I was like maybe like 15 minutes away from finishing it, I screamed Bloody Mary and I was like, please, for the love of all that is holy, can I have this finished? So I'm not a painter, but I do like the way that it turned out the next day. I didn't like it at the end of the day, but yeah, and you can see I blocked in some of my colors and I kind of jumped in at shading Raggedy Ann's face because I can't focus on like one thing at a time. Like I can't. I hate it so much. So like you'll see me like shade or like finalize one part of the thing and then everything else looks goofy. Like it's a Pixar character getting rendered and then there's just one character that's just fully, hi, fully come to life. She's like, hi, how are you? So, I don't know, I kind of just wanted to do the face, her face kind of first, just to, like, see what I wanted, because if I messed up, I just, like, have to, like, paint the white back over the face. So I was like, let's just get this over, get it done with, see what I want the face to look like, and it came out just fine. So, I'm not shocked, but Katie did walk in, and she looked at that face and said, it looks exactly like she said, it looks like you made it. And I was like, that's fair. So I think it's super cute. I think her face is super cute. I think there are some parts at the end where I get pretty sloppy with my painting just because there's something about sitting. I think in the first place, I was having a hard time because I was like, I don't know if I'm in the mood to sit there and paint a really long time. I don't know. And I think a lot also, I wasn't painting like a character that was mine. It was just mindless painting. So usually when I'm drawing, I'm like drawing my character and I'll be thinking about that character and thinking about things about it. So here I was just like kind of like not thinking really much about anything. And I just wanted to get it done and over with. And you know what? We need to not have that attitude. I really need to not have that attitude. But you can see me plopping down just solid colors, and it takes me a really long time to just get like one base color on everything. I don't know. I don't know. I hate focusing on something for so long, so I just have to switch colors back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So I do like the color choices I chose, though. I think it was a really good match to the doll that I had pulled out. You can see me painting black on Raggedy Ann's shoes. I do add like a little white strip as like if her socks were peeking out, so just letting you know that the completely black shoe doesn't stay like that the whole time. It does on Raggedy Andy, though. I wasn't someone who grew up with a Raggedy Ann or Andy doll. I actually grew up with Peter Rabbit themed stuff because my mom really liked Peter Rabbit. So me and Katie really didn't have anything except my mother. I have a twin sister. Hi, her name's Katie. A lot of people keep asking, who's Katie? And I'm like, I don't know why you're just asking that now. No, it's probably just new people joining. So if you don't know, McKeanTwins, I have a twin. I am a twin. Her name's Katie. If you hear me ever say Katie or Kate or Kate Cruzan, that's her. My mother growing up dressed me and Katie once up at a Halloween competition, and we were Raggedy Ann and Andy, and it was really cute. So she was Andy, and then I was Raggedy Ann, and for some reason Katie's always the cross-dresser, and that shows in her personality. So we collect those items, and I thought I'd just throw them in there of just being like, hey, I didn't just choose these characters for no reason. I didn't just pick this up for no reason. There's a reason I didn't change the characters on it. I wanted to stay true to the fact that I really enjoy these characters. So if you are someone who had Raggedy Ann and Andy stuff, or still does, or collects it, or like has like a family member that does, let me know. I enjoy collecting them so much. I'll put my collection, like I'm pretty sure I showed a little bit of it, but there's so many like different things. It's fun. Anyway, for this base, I imagined, it has that grass texture on it, but it's not like, I hate it when ceramics and kits have like the suggestion of, here, you should paint grass, but they don't define it enough, so you don't know what the heck, like the strokes of what goes where, and you can't really see what's happening there. That made me mad. So I just came up with my own there, and I really wish I had painted the brown first, because that's what like really made me mad at the end, because I had to go back around those little grass pieces and paint brown, and I was just like, oh my gosh, shoot me. I was so upset. I was like, I want it over. I want it done. But I did my best in shading the jeans, the little blue jeans, and I tried my best shading everything. I did add highlights onto the hair, and Katie walked in and she's like, that's not really necessary, but I was like, I kind of like it. And I painted the whites like a yellowy color, because the doll that I had kind of was like, it's old, so it's like a little bit of like tinted a little bit of yellow, so I ended up painting it yellow, but then I kind of regretted it, because I was like, well, I'm not going to shade it with orange, so I ended up shading it with blue, and some of the parts on it look a little green, and then I shaded Raggedy Andy's shirt blue, and then put red on it with the checkerboard, and of course it looks like a little purpley, a little goofy. I kind of like it. It gives it personality. I think it's fun. It's a fun mix of colors. It almost looks a little more like watercolory. I don't know. Those checkerboard was like a struggle. It was a struggle. I didn't go back in there and clean it up. I just said, she is what it is. She is what it is. And the apron on the doll didn't actually have those little dots. I just felt like it needed it. Well, it had dots, but they weren't red. Let's say that. So, and actually, their socks were striped, but I didn't add that because I felt like it would have just messed it up. And you can see me shading a dark blue on that dress and stuff. I think that really helped to push that. I think that's my favorite part, is like adding in like that depth with the darker colors. I didn't shade with black. If you know me, I don't shade with black. It's like my number one kind of thing. Like, let me be specific. When I'm painting, I don't go out of my way to use only black. You know what I mean? Like, I only do that if I'm shading like a gray, not even white. You know what I mean? So, but I don't even think I added any black to any of the colors I was using, because I just don't do that. So, and added little flowers on her dress. I think Raggedy Ann looks the best. I spent the most time on her. Raggedy Andy, I kind of just like, here you go, buddy. It is what it is. So, at some point, I think I've realized is I need to give myself more time to work on these things, because my brain's like, oh, it's just a little figurine painting, it won't take me long to do. And then it's not the fact that it didn't take long, because it didn't. I did it in a whole day. It's the fact of, do I really want to put myself through the mental capacity of finishing this whole thing in a day? And I did. Was it worth it? I think it was. I don't think it turned out bad. I think there are some spots that are a little messy, but I think it's good. And if you are curious about the lighting, at some point where I was painting, the sun moved, so I figured I'd wait at the end of the day to finish painting it so we can get that good light on it. And here it's super bright, so if you're curious on why that is. But I actually went here, this is like my second, like I took a break This is my second time sitting down, and I went to shade Raggedy Andy's face, and you can't really tell here, but in person, the color was not coloring. Like, it was not the same as when I mixed it for Raggedy Ann's face, so that kind of like peeved me a little bit. And also, the little eyelashes and like little like lips for Raggedy Andy on like Who Says Boys Can't Have Eyelashes. Oh. It's really cute. I don't know. I just think it's so cute. I think it turned out good. I think his face isn't as shaded as Raggedy Ann's, which I haven't put a sealant on it. So by the end of the week, if it doesn't bother me like enough for me to change it, then it's probably fine. But it might bother me enough to change it this week. So I didn't want to put a sealant on it and like close that off. But this is like the final thing. Like, this is like, if I do change it, it'll be like super small tweaks, you know what I mean? But like, this is as pretty close as we're gonna get, you know? I think the colors are so cute, and it pops so nicely out on my shelf, and I think it's so pretty. You know what? I'm not giving myself enough credit. I don't paint these kind of things a lot, and the thing is I'm thinking is like, if I were to put this back on the thrift store shelf, like, would it be purchased quicker? And I feel like it would. Like, it definitely, like, this was like an improvement. No matter how it turned out, like, it's still an improvement because it's finished, you know what I mean? So I think this turned out so cute, and I added different colors on the grass and stuff. I also was really annoyed because you can probably see it. My green paint looked so streaky, and I'm pretty sure it's the paint I was using because I wasn't adding like water to it or anything. You know what I mean? And it looked just so streaky. And I kept like, I was trying to make sure to add white to it because that's what made it like solid color. So I was just like, why the heck is this not doing what I want? I was like, don't understand why it's so streaky. So if you have any suggestions or something, maybe it's just the paint I'm using. I'm using Liquitex paint. It's not the cheapest paint, but it's like, it's not the most expensive one to grab. Like, it's just like a basic one that I think I even picked up when I was still going to college. I went for like two semesters. No. 2 years, I think. Thank God I'm not doing that anymore, but I've had that paint since then, and sometimes I really like it, and sometimes it just does weird things. I think it also depends on certain colors that you use in the, like, I don't know. So I'm sorry about the like streakiness of the paint. I don't know why it did that, because it like did it really with the green. So it could have been me. Faulty user error. Could have been me. But I think the thing that makes this the best it can be is the little tiny details. I think that makes it really cute. Now that I'm looking at it, I hate the pink stripes on his shirt, the like undershirt Raggedy Andy has. I hate that. I also completely didn't realize he had an arm behind her. Like, when I only realized that like halfway through, and I was like, oh, oops. And around her bow on the back of her dress is super sloppy, and I was like, you can't pay me to fix it right now. I'm so bored of this and so tired. But that is it. I'm so sorry if this voiceover is so weird. I realized I didn't have much to talk about because this isn't like a character drawing. I can't just talk about the character. So I figured I'd just talk for 15 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed still. Sorry this is a bit of a mess. But I hope you have a rest of your day. Please let me know what you think of this little thrift store find and how it turned out, and if you think I should do another little thrift store find, because maybe I can do some stuff that I can actually turn into characters. That is all. I hope you enjoyed. Stick around for the next one. Bye.